moving to Australia. So welcome to our channel. Very exciting as we're moving to Australia. So I'm Kaylee.
I'm Ollie, and
then
we've got Oliver.
You're going to say that little ray of sunshine you saw it a moment ago was Oliver.
Yeah, so I'll let you explain.
You're the one. So basically, we're moving to Australia because Ollie has been sponsored by a company and we are on the 482 visa.
So we thought we'd just do this video just to give you a quick overview of what we've had to do.
Yeah.
And obviously, if you're in the same boat and applying for your visa, what to expect. I will say the first thing is don't stress about it. It's so easy. No. That's the first thing I'll say. Obviously, if you're doing it yourself, it might be a little bit different, but we've done it through a immigration agent. This is Ernest Jones. So it's an Australian solicitor that's been provided by the company that I'm being employed by.
Can you do it by yourself?
Yeah, you can do it by yourself, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So obviously for us, it was so easy. It took us, I think we worked it out, I think it was 4 weeks for us to get the visa lodged.
I feel like, it would have been a lot quicker if we basically had to wait. We had to change all his passport, and because he went to Menorca and then Prague, we just had to wait. So our visa got lodged on the 18th of December. Is that right?
Thursday.
Yeah. So which is so exciting. And really now it's just a waiting game. We're just waiting to
sell the house.
Yeah, sell the house that's on the market.
And for the visas to come back being approved. We have been pre-approved. So the solicitors that we use, they've pre-approved us anyway. So we're literally just waiting.
Yeah.
It can take up to anywhere between 1 to 5 months, but they think it will take 3, if that.
Yeah, they've kind of... Ollie's signed all his work contracts now. We've been given a town of where we're going to live. So we're moving to Melbourne, which is really exciting. Obviously, Ollie's location for work can change, but they've said it will be in Melbourne. It wouldn't be in the city centre because we're a family.
Yeah.
So, 482, I feel like I really haven't done much for the visa. So if you are on a 482 visa and you have a spouse and like a child, you basically just can tag along with you. So all I've really done, obviously Ollie's had to do a lot for employment, so you've had to get like...
accreditation for my work. So I'm a spray painter for a company over here. So I've had to get all the accreditation certificates and all my college degrees and things, send that across and put that into the visa as well.
You've also had to take pictures of your work.
Yeah,
obviously had an interview.
Any work I've done, I've had to upload to my e-portfolio. I had an interview in, I want to say September.
Yeah, it was September,
I've never had an interview so early. It was literally 5:30 in the morning. Obviously, I know the time difference and things, so 5:30 in the morning, I was up doing an interview. Yeah. And then I got an email the next day saying, I want to take you to the next step, which was offer me the job and start the visa process.
So I feel like visa-wise, other than your identification, what you have to kind of give. So for us, it's been a marriage certificate, birth certificates, driving licenses, and passports. Yeah. We've had to do a criminal record, is that what it's called? Police check. That was £65 each, just both me and Ollie have had to do that. We've also had, I want to insert a bit actually, because I did film the bit for the police certificate, so I'll just insert that now. I've literally done everything. This is the things you have to put in. So your details, passport details, personal details, address history, your photograph, any impending or previous convictions, terms and conditions, delivery options, payment, which again is £65. If for any reason it gets cancelled or rejected, you get a refund of £50. So basically going to cost you $15 if you've made any errors or you basically don't have enough time to send the documents if you need to send anything else.
That was called Acro Criminal Police Check. So basically just type in ACRO on Google, it will just come up. You need to make an account, log into it, and then just follow the process.
I think that took about 2 weeks to come back, and you get an actual document with your picture on confirming you've got no criminal records, which then we uploaded to the visas. You have to fill something out called a Statatory Declaration. So again, I'm going to insert that now because there is a bit where you have to put like some word in. We didn't really know, so we did have to Google that. I've put a picture of the wording that we put in. You have to get that witnessed and signed by somebody of a certain profession. So I'll just insert that bit now. This is the Statatory Declaration form that you need to fill in, so obviously your details. I will insert a picture of what you basically need to write in this section, and then you need your signature, your details, and then someone who is basically signing to agree that they have to be somebody off these lists here. You can pay for a sister to sign this as well, but we do know somebody off here, so it's financial advisor.
So one thing we had to do, and I'm sure you'll have to do the same yourselves, is you'll have to do 10 years worth of travel history.
Yeah.
So it has to be specific dates. You can't just be like, oh, it might have been October or April. You have to find the specific date, put them down, because they do all the checks for that.
I think that's what took us the longest.
Yeah, you have to do your
address
history, employment history. We haven't had to do a medical at this point. We don't think we'll have to do a medical.
No.
So I've been speaking to a lad that moved over from Leeds. He's working for the same company that I'm going to. He's not had to do a medical. I think you only have to do a medical is once you apply for your PR. So luckily for us at the minute, my job role has just been added to the permanent residency shortlist, if you get me. So after 2 years, or 3 years, I think it's 3 years of employment by this company, I will be given, or I'll be able to apply for permanent residency.
Yeah.
And it'll make it a lot easier.
I think after 4 years living in Australia, you can apply for like citizenship or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
But yes, feel like it's been really easy doing the visa. A lot easier than we actually anticipated, I think, as well. Yeah.
So, like Kaylee said, we are going to be moving to Melbourne. We think it'll be March time. We're hoping it'll be March. I think at the minute it just depends on the house.
I feel like as soon as we get the visa, as soon as the house is sold, we can just go.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we have got a holiday booked to go to Florida in a couple of weeks, and we are gonna go because it's paid for anyway. But we're hoping before we go to Florida, we have the visa and the house sold, and then it's just waiting for the house to complete, really, isn't it? So never been to Australia. We've never thought of ever living in Australia. It was just an opportunity that came up, and obviously.
I know people obviously say, "Oh, you're crazy going. You never been there for a holiday or checked it out." But I think because the company are offering to pay for our visas, which was I think it was just over $18,000, it's a no-brainer.
I mean,
why wouldn't you? If somebody's offering you something on a plate, you take it.
I feel like as well, like we planned to go to Australia once Oliver finishes school. And do kind of 6 weeks and work our way back to the UK. Yeah. But we have to be in Australia for 2 years. If we're not there for 2 years, we have to basically pay the company back for the visas. We have a 4-year visa. Obviously, I feel like with Oliver being his age, to finish off his schooling in Australia at that age, I feel like is a blessing. I feel like for me, well, for us as parents, for him to go into them years of his life being in that kind of country, I feel like we're doing the world of good.
Yeah, I think the lifestyle will be a big difference. Obviously, you finished work already.
I finished work, so I have to give so much notice at my job. I was there for over a decade, and it was quite hard working full time, doing everything else at home, and trying to get ready for Australia, like the visa. So I thought, you know what, I want to put my notice in. So I've got this time now because we have decided to sell the house and sell every single thing that we own, which I think people also think we're crazy for.
We are literally just taking a suitcase each.
Yeah.
And that's it. We're selling all the furniture. We're not sending it across because with the exchange rate as it is at the minute, it's not worth, because it's virtually double, it's not worth sending the furniture over.
I feel like
by the time we get it over there, we're probably looking, I bet we're nearly looking about £6,000, which is $12,000. And we can set up a new house, new furniture, all new clothes for that price, if not less. So.
Obviously, we are going to be selling everything, whatever we use, whatever we get for that, we're going to put towards. But also, our house is very cosy. Our furniture is very cosy, and I just feel like the houses that we've seen that are available to rent over there, our furniture's not going to look right, is it?
Obviously, everything's different over there. So, obviously, they're suited for the warm weather. Obviously here we're suited for the cold weather, which I ain't going to miss in the slightest. I think at the minute this last week, I think it's been mixed between 25 degrees, the next day it's 40 degrees, the next day it's down to 21 again. So I think we'll be looking forward to nice warm weather.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
know you struggle with the heat.
I see. I lived in Spain for like 10 years, and you do get climatised, but obviously then coming back to the UK, I feel like obviously you unclimatise.
Yeah.
I mean, 30 max for me is good, but to be fair, I have been looking at Melbourne weather. It's all been below 30 other than like one day. It's gone to like 40, which we've had that here before in the UK, and like schools shut and coffee shops shut, and we basically just stayed in the house, but we don't have air conditioning. So I feel like if I can cope with that, with air condition, and we are looking to get a property with a pool as well, I think we'll be okay.
I think it'll be communal, I think.
So we will keep you updated.
Yeah, so I think the next, probably the next 2 months, we'll put footage or make another video of us packing the house up, getting ready. Basically just showing us getting ready to leave.
And everything else that we think might be relevant. Obviously, because Oliver's going to be starting a new school, we are going to probably need quite a bit of information to take on with us.
But once we are over there, obviously I'll be working, you won't be.
No, I'm going to wait until Oliver's in school, and then I'm going to hopefully find something.
But in the meantime, Kaylee's going to be vlogging on a day-to-day basis, so you'll be able to see what everyday life is like in Melbourne. So it'll be Kmart, Woolies.
Getting Oliver into school.
Getting into school.
The list is endless. Obviously, Oliver's got a brace, so we need to find an orthodontist. We'll put the price of what we're going to pay for that. Getting Medicare. We both need 2 cars, so we're going to be getting a car. So we're going to need a driving license. I think the list of what we need to do when we get there. So I feel like we are going to vlog that. So if you are kind of thinking, or you're in the process of doing the same, you can see how it is, and it's an adventure, and we just think, while we're in Australia, we're going to make the most of being there and visit as many places as we can while we're there. We don't know if this is going to be a forever thing, but for us, it's very exciting.
If you've got any tips or hints for us, just drop us a message. We are on Instagram as well, so just drop us a message. OK Adventures on Instagram. Or if you've got any questions that maybe we can find out while we're doing the process that will make it easier for you while you're trying to do the process, then we're more than happy to try and help with that. Thanks for watching. Please follow us on this journey, because we are going to struggle with it. Not struggle with it, but it's going to be a big change for us in our lives. Please like and subscribe to help us with the channel, and follow us along.
Bye.